Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hello. Good evening. My name is Hughdoo. I stream 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific every day on twitch.tv/Hughdoo. Check me out on YouTube where I post all of my playthroughs, and on Twitter where every day I post what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do. Also check me out on TikTok. I put a bunch of stuff up there yesterday. Go check that out. Thanks for being here with me. If you're here with me on Twitch, thank you for being here. I love it. Please give me a follow, and if you care to, please subscribe. If you're watching later over on YouTube, please subscribe there and turn on your notifications so you know when I post new episodes. Dragon Age Inquisition. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. So we finished up, we did In Hushed Whispers last night. That was the Winter Palace. And we killed, well, we let Celine be killed. We put Gaspard in power. Brianna got executed off screen somewhere. Gaspard wasn't about to let her stick around, so that happened. I think tonight we need to do some combat. I want to fight things. So I think we're gonna go back to the Exalted Plains, and I think we're gonna finish up that area that we just unlocked, except for one very particular part. It's the same reason we have one area in the hinterlands that we haven't been to. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's dragons. We're gonna leave the dragons alone for a while. I just want to see what we have. We should have a bunch of war table stuff to do. Yeah. Dwarf slaves. Oh god, we got a lot to do. Okay. Let's get a bunch of these done.
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And
A report from one of Cullen's forward scouts.
The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in the area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter. Not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation in force. Okay, so Josephine says, the local landholders will get our scouts access, but will likely require additional incentive to risk their forces against Venatori. Send a select group to observe. We don't want to alarm the Venatori. We know they are all too willing to sacrifice their captives. If there's a hint of Venatori enclave, especially one supplying weapons, we need to crush it. I'm with Cullen on this one.
All right.
Located Venatori enclave. Fires on approach. Assume they torched their camp while retreating. Not the case. Camp already destroyed. Venatori dead. Dwarven tools found, but no dwarves, dead or alive or dead. One deep stalker corpse found. Signs of blight, corruption. Best guess, Venatori surprised by forces emerging from the camp. Well. Assume they left the same way. Well collapsed. No passage possible. Enclave scoured for resources for a return to Skyhold. On return to Inquisition camp, message found next to a newly opened sinkhole. We always come for our own. What about you, Inquisition? Ooh. That is ominous. Oh, and we immediately get this one. A hole in the surfacer's precious sky, not our concern, but the thing that did it. If this Magister shit really brought the Blight and the Darkspawn, we're no friend of that. Follow these instructions and you'll catch your enemy sleeping. Tell your soldiers not to leave the main tunnel. That's your only warning. Potential relations with another Dwarven Tige would be far more beneficial than a minor strike at the Venatori. At the least, send ambassadors with our soldiers. They hold their secrets dear, do as they say, no more, no less. They can have their secrecy, but we don't know the threat on the other side of their passage. I send double that to even a threat of Venatori. No, let's go with Liliana. Oh, Bianca aiming module 3. Our soldiers report that they passed through the tunnel without incident and surprised a sizable Venatori encampment. After the battle, they had to find a different route back because the tunnel had been collapsed. They found this letter. Liliana, a letter on dark vellum with obviously dwarven markings. You follow instructions well. Respect of our territory is the first step. step, we shall see. Okay, let's get this one done. A situation is unfolding in the Nevarin city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion was the philosophical heart of the Circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become the home to a number of mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Duke Sandral Anaxis doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defenses are breached. Okay. Use diplomacy with Duke Sandral. He must be convinced to intercede. We should send in agents to evacuate the college. They can be brought to Skyhold along with their artifacts. Send in a force to occupy the college. We can protect the innocents and recover anything useful. Let's go with Leliana. We need more mages.
Inquisitor.
Here we go. My agents were successful. Our dwarven warrior, Corbin, led a foray into the College of Magi and emerged with both the mage refugees and whatever artifacts could be transported. All before the Nevarin mobs finally stormed the gates. If the Venatori were behind this, they have been disappointed, and the refugees express their relief and their thanks for the rescue. Let's grab this one. An invitation from the Emperor. My friend, although I retain some hope that we might go wyvern hunting together, as yet I cannot escape my advisors for such an excursion. However, I have an invitation that may be almost as good. The Académie des Chevaliers is graduating a class shortly, and it is customary for the Emperor to attend the ceremony and accept the oaths of fealty of the most worthy graduates. However, I'm unable to attend and therefore cannot receive the oaths until my visit some 2 weeks later. There are no finer knights in the world than Orlesian Chevaliers. This presents an opportunity for the Inquisition to attend in my stead, recruit candidates directly, and escape any division of loyalties that may arise later. Regards, Gaspard Deschalons. Oh, and we have to go with Cullen. The Emperor giving us first crack at the new Chevaliers is unheard of. I suggest we send an officer to attend.
To work?
Ooh, 15 Chevaliers sworn into Inquisition service. 5 of them almost climbed over the lectern in their eagerness to join. One of them challenged me to a joust first. After I unhorsed him, the rest fell to one knee almost in unison. Okay. Very good. Alright, aid those impacted by the Civil War. Oh no, hold on. Truth or Dare, the Endgame. Ambassador Montilier, we have never met, but I believe you have, through discreet means, saved me from a most disagreeable connection. As I dislike being indebted to anyone, I shall endeavor to repay you with a news item of some interest. Were you aware that the Grand Duchess of Leeds recently paid a visit to Lake Celestine? Indeed, she stayed an entire fortnight as a guest of Duke Alvin Blanchard of Belmontagne? In light of her other connections and the curious amount of coin which spread across the region in the aftermath, you may wish to pay him a call. If Duke Blanchard was conspiring with Florian, the Imperial Court would like to know. Hell yeah. Ambassador, once again I find myself indebted to the Inquisition. My soldiers seized Blanchard's estate and found a great deal of Tevinter coin as well as red lyrium, the disposal of which necessitated burning the manor to the ground. Convey my regards to the Inquisition, along with the hope that we shall go hunting together soon. Gaspard Deschalons. Very nice. Alright. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforet and Montezemard. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. Merchants often travel with armed escorts, but civilians require safe shelter. We could petition the Chantry for aid on their behalf. I doubt the army needs the assistance of a full complement of soldiers. My agents can scout the roads and divert travelers away from the worst areas. A chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics. I like where Cullen's head's at. There we go. It was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. Nothing seals an alliance like the bonds formed in battle. Maybe you find similar victories together in the future. Chevalier Doucet. Okay. Alliances, getting things moving. Many of the nobility of the Orlesian capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind two families. The Desrosiers are old money, well respected but viewed as traditional and stubborn. The Thibauts rose with a popular merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive. While the intent of both families was to rival us politically, if we declare for one of them, we may manipulate events in our favor. Lord Perrien de Rosier has not asked for our allegiance, but may respect our rising might. Lady Velise Thibaut speaks for her investors and is inserted in forward-thinking alliances. I can draw a number of agreements that tie us to little beyond ceremony that will gain the initial interest of the Thibauts. We certainly have the forces. That is a simple demonstration to make to the Desrosiers. Oh boy. Ooh. I say we go with the Thibauts. There we go. Gammerdan Stormrider sigil. I will not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with the Thibauts. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. Okay. Let's follow that up. Lady Thibaut is asking for closer ties and access to trading partners as she tries to circumvent the traditional blockages of the allegiances in the capital. Some houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of officially losing all standing. More and more, they are concerned with station and alliance over whatever objections they stated about the Inquisition. We gained her trust with alliances. If we are willing to continue the relationship, it is also fitting that we strengthen those ties. Support her indirectly so that she knows of our support, but the others do not consider us so directly tied. I can arrange assurances of forces if allies are attacked. A standard escalation of interests. Let's go with Josie.
At your service.
The Thibaut family is becoming a clear favorite in the war of station that is ongoing between the noble houses. The Bordelons have all but ceased to exist socially, and many are scrabbling for traditional alliances. Lady Eustace Richelieu has emerged as a strong voice at court and is suggesting several arranged marriages to solidify ties, and presumably the standing of her house as arbiter and matchmaker. And another one, reaching ever upward. There is a contender to rival the alliances with the Thibauts. Lady Richelieu sent the following letter. The Desrosiers are a stubborn threat. The most efficient way to deal with them is to nullify with social alliance, but the only pairing of import is unavailable because the Thibaut daughter has betrothed herself elsewhere. She has the luxury of such a wasteful pairing because of the Inquisition bearing the weight of this partnership. Our hands are tied. You face the difficult task of attacking the status of Lord de Rosier, unless you were to demand that task of the Thibauts. If their investment were more taxing, they would be more inclined to an arranged match for the daughter, and that is a well-respected currency in Orlais. And Lord Desrosier's good name. His way is honorable conflict. With careful words, we will be powerless before he steps in court. He will be powerless before he steps in court. I cannot claim it will be popular, but it would hardly be unusual for an allied partner to ask for such a concession. Such is the way of the nobility. Let's go with Liliana. We receive word from Lady Eustace Richelieu, who presumes more and more to speak for the Thibauts. She's also quick to use us and we. A bold move, Inquisitor. Lord de Rosier was mortified, if not mortally so. It is said he cannot bear to show his face, and face is all many of his generation value. I do hope he will do nothing drastic. I also hope that the names behind us remain willing to commit what is necessary to solidify the lines that have been established. We shall see. Okay. An offer from the Imperial Army. Commander, I understand your soldiers intend to pursue a party of Red Templars into the woods surrounding Val Foret. We have not forgotten your assistance against the demons, and we are not sworn to aid your fight against. And are we not sworn to aid your fight against Caripius? Let us take up arms and cast these Templars out. Chevalier Doucet. Our resources alone would only have allowed for small sweeps of the area. With the Imperial Army's assistance, we may entirely rout Red Templars from the region.
Inquisitor.
Commander, a fine victory. May your enemies feel its sting. Alright, these are just resources. Alright. Let's get these in Ferelden taken care of. We'll start with this one. Delicate negotiations. Inquisitor, I'm told this Gaspard fellow getting onto the throne of Orlais is you doing. Are you aware of how he's rattled his forces, his sword, at Ferelden for years now? Because that whole invasion worked so well the last time, I suppose. I know Orlais is in no shape to be invading anytime soon, but I'm hoping your influence with the man could help bring about some peace talks. Considering my dancing skills, it would take the Inquisition's presence to keep me from starting a war by accident. There is a great deal of bad blood between these nations, but I will do my best to facilitate their talks. Ooh, we got a big old sword. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistar is no diplomat after all, and had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Elysians are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way towards an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Callan had, as thanks for what the Inquisition helped create. Nice. I wonder if Leliana can use that. Break Venatory hold on Wycombe. Ambassador Montilier, it has been my pleasure to meet Duke Antoine of Wycombe and pay my respects on behalf of the Inquisition. The Duke is a most friendly man. Indeed, I dare say he thinks the best of everyone and has advisors from as far away as to Vinter. Duke Antoine assures me that he wishes the Inquisition well, will offer us military support as soon as his city has recovered from a strange disease that has spread through most of the human population, although the elves and the alienage are thus far unaffected. This illness may explain why bandits are able to operate so close to Wycombe with impunity. All the nobles and most of the soldiers have been weakened. Any concerns I have raised, he say, can wait until then. The Duke's Tevinter advisor has indicated an eagerness to make my acquaintance, and it is becoming increasingly difficult to resist such a tempting offer. Yours in haste, Lady Guinevere Vaillant. This is no longer a matter of diplomacy. Josephine's diplomat believes that the Tevinter advisor is Venatori. We must eliminate him. Though I fear for her safety, Lady Guinevere is a brilliant negotiator. If anyone can find a peaceful solution, it is her. I don't believe that. I'm gonna have Leliana's people take him out.
Inquisitor.
Nightingale. The Tevinter advisor has been eliminated. Documents on his person prove that he was indeed Venatori and also shed some light on the mysterious illness plaguing the humans of Wycombe. The Venatori planted red lyrium in the wells from which the humans drink, evidently testing whether the entire city could be transformed into soldiers like the Red Templars. I took the liberty of destroying the red lyrium in the wells, as it was impossible to wait for an answer from you in Skyhold. This has ended the direct threat, along with the threat of the Venatori advisor. However, tensions remain high, and I suspect that the residents' withdrawal from the red lyrium will only exacerbate the situation. Alright, now we need to restore order. Although matters in Wycombe seem better than before, with the sudden departure of Duke Antoine's Tevinter advisor, I can confess that the nobles are now in quite a state. They are very passionate in their opinions and act like a drunkard shaking in want of his spirits. I've heard talk of the nobles putting their cares aside and indulging in some youthful sport. The local townsfolk are likely not up to such competition, and I fear the presence of our Inquisition soldiers may lead to silliness on all sides. Were the Dalish outside Wycombe invited to join in? Perhaps by a clever jester, the match may be more sporting. Josephine's diplomat warned against a large force. Let me get the Dalish into the city as she suggested. They can take the nobles by surprise. Josephine's diplomat makes it clear that the nobles have gone mad. They will kill the Inquisitor's clan unless we send forces to quell them. Let's go with Liliana. Nightingale, the city is safe, at least for the time being. Keeper Istamethoriel entered the city with a contingent of Dalish elves and used magic to alleviate the effects of lyrium withdrawal for many of the city's victims. Unfortunately, her action caused some of the more maddened nobles to attack. Duke Antoine gave his life protecting Istamethoriel from his own nobles, and most of the remaining nobles of Wycombe are either dead or have fled the city. For what it is worth, almost all merchants and laborers in the city saw that the Dalish were attempting to help, and banded with them to fight against the madness that had taken their nobility. I've heard that some remaining nobles are spreading lies in other marcher cities, claiming that the Dalish attacked and poisoned the rulers. For now, however, the Dalish are seen as heroic in Wycombe. They remain in the city, uncertain of what to do next. Jester. Oh my god. Okay, so instead of restoring order, we made it way worse. Whoops. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. I have a cousin in Rialto. If she threw a soiree and invited Lord Enzo, his house would be clear for Liliana's agents. Lord Enzo attends the theater on the same night each week. His home is empty. Have a few servants during that time. My agents could pay a visit. Let's go with Josie. Our agents entered Lord Enzo's home. They discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to red lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poorer, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hercynia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not run cold. Ooh, and then we have a follow-up one from the Crows. Very nice. 1 second, need to wet my whistle. We encountered your agents in Hercynia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with the man's Tevinter friends. You know the Venatori, we know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, your employer removes a political rival, and we get paid. A happy ending for all involved. The Crows are an unfortunate reality of Antivan politics. They will pursue the contract regardless. We may as well know where they are. Cooperating with the Antivan Crows works to our advantage. They have more knowledge of Enzo, and we gain contact should we need their assistance in the future. Do we really want to get tangled up with the Crows? Our people can handle this. Shut up, Cullen. Yeah, let's go with Liliana.
Inquisitor.
With your knowledge of the Venatori and the Crows, intelligence on Enzo, I tracked down a storehouse just outside the city. I hope you didn't want us to leave any of the Venatori alive. Sadly, Lord Enzo was not present, but he may count his life in days. To show we respect our current arrangement, an interesting trinket from our raid on the Venatori. I guess we didn't get it. Lost in the mail. And a missing assassin. My dear Liliana, your Inquisition is working with the Crows? I ask only because I've removed one of the assassins from your employ. If I'd known the man was yours, I would have at least let him finish the contract. No matter. Allow me to make it up to you. You know I would do a much better job than the crows, and I am far more pleasing to work with, no? As a favor to a friend, I'll charge only a fraction of the price. Zevran Aranai. Arani? I never learned Zevran's last name. Zevran would be a useful ally. We can funnel resources to him while nominally maintaining our alliance with the crows. Oh, Cullen's totally against it. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
We will provide Zevran with the resources he needs. Without telling the crows, of course. Lord Enzo is proving elusive. More eyes in Hercynia cannot hurt. Okay. Oh, we're traveling way over here. I've tracked down the location of Lord Enzo and rather more Venatori than I was expecting. Shall we say goodbye to our troublesome friend? Involving ourselves in the assassination of an Antivan noble is dangerous, as is allowing someone to steal the crow's target. If you trust Zevran to complete the task, let us part ways now. Zevran is talented, but also outnumbered. My agents can create a distraction. He can eliminate Enzo and the Venatori in the confusion. We take no chances when attacking a Venatori stronghold. We should send our soldiers to assist. Nope, let's help him out. There we go. When I heard your agents would provide a distraction, I did not expect such a roaring fire. The confusion, the running about in circles, it was all very lively. Of course, Lord Enzo and his Venatori were decidedly less lively at the end of it. Oh good, he got him. Okay, where... That should have popped up another one. Did it go to in Orlais? Oh yeah, right here. Evading the crows. My friends, I did enjoy our little venture, and I hate to be a bother, but I believe you owe me a favor. After all, Lord Enzo is quite dead. As you may recall, the crows and I are not on the best of terms. They were not pleased I sold their target out from under them. It means they don't get paid. They could have taken credit for my work, but I had already written to their employer. I earned the prize, after all. The crows would like to speak to me. As you can imagine, they've sent more of their number to Hercynia. It's time I left the free marches. Hercynia's ambassador is planning a trip to Denerim. I could arrange for Zevran to be in her party. My agents could plant false leads for the crows. Zevran was helpful. He could send soldiers to sweep Hercynia. Oh, we could send soldiers to sweep Hercynia for any remaining Venatori. If Zevran left with our men, it may go unnoticed. Let's go with Josephine. Leliana, it has been a pleasure. Zevran. Superb amulet of evasion. Very nice. Sounds like Zevran got out. Good. Zevran's a bro. Copies of Hardin Hightown and Hardin Hightown 3, the re-puncheoning, sit side by side on the table along with a note. Nightingale found several similarities to events in Varric's book, but all are slightly off. Dead magistrate was not in his home. Man found murdered in locked room was a comte, not magistrate. Executors did not send warning note directly of Donnan. Obviously, object of plot is Sword of Hessarian, not a penny dreadful author. Close look at the rip-off books show numerous grammatical and spelling errors that seem random at first, but ciphers believe might contain coded information. Killer and author are clearly linked. Neither the murder investigation or the code might lead us to a target. Icy, hello! We're going through some war table stuff here. None of this is major spoilers if you want to hang out for a little bit. We only got a couple left. No, not really spoilers. This is just stuff that is kind of like expansion of the lore and just some kind of cool side stuff to do. And it gets you power and sometimes rewards. Very little of it has anything to do with the story. Alright, what does Leliana want to do? Someone got in and out of Skyhold without being seen. The cipher in the book might lead us to them. We should follow up on the murderer investigation. The book is just a work of fiction. Alright, let's go with Leliana. Nightingale, 2 points. That book is abysmal, and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. Hey, Claudia. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Did we get another one? Yeah. Revenge of the Merchant's Guild. An unsent letter from Varric waits in the war room, addressed to Jarek Dace, Denerim Merchant's Guild. Jarek, I need a key to the Merchant's Guild cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payments left on the loan house Tethris gave you for your rescue mission to Amgarak. So I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher, and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid. Oh, Claudia, you're still working. I need to call your boss and have your hours shortened. Send the letter to Denerim. Getting this cipher will help Liliana find the killer. Tethris, are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up once in a while. Not that I mind. I'm happy enough to trade you a worthless piece of parchment for 1,000 crown debt. Jarek. Message deciphered. Translation follows. My name is Varric Tethris, and I'm a Bronto-licking backstabber who steals customers. Oh my god. Oh, right here? Here we go. Ruffles, Nightingale, and various agents named after crummy jobs. Thanks for looking into this bullshit mess for me. Based on what you've told me, there's only one person I can think of who specifically uses Bronto liquor as an insult and also can't write worth a damn. Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Kirkwall, although why he'd do all this, I have no idea. I owe you all drinks. Eric. We should capture Worthy ourselves and question him about how he infiltrated Skyhold. We should give this information to the Kirkwall Guard. They'll want to arrest Worthy. Is Worthy a dwarf character associated with Varric in DA2? I need DA2 lore filled in for me.
Let's see what we have.
Nightingale. We removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript in progress, which we burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea. Apparently, he has a beef with Varric for setting up the Champion of Kirkwall with another runecrafter. He ranted about better beards and true dwarves, and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas. At which point, Fletcher laughed so hard he started choking. That dwarf is a menace, and he claims he didn't send a note to Skyhold. Cooper. Okay. Ooh, and reparations for Redcliffe. A letter has arrived, stamped with the seal of Redcliffe. As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for those losses suffered by our people while providing hospitality to your mage allies. A freehold in Rainsphere was burned to the ground when a mage inside lost control of his abilities. 2 farms outside Redcliffe suffered crop loss and structural damage due to frost spells. 5 people in Redcliffe Village were injured by lightning spells cast by panicked children. I trust this matter can be concluded without the involvement of the Crown. Arltegan Garen. 1. Fiona, you suck. Still. 2. We need the mages to close the breach and fight Corypheus. Like, it's not our fault they went nuts. I can arrange to pay reparations. It will require a loan, but we can manage it. I could send people to make the repairs. That might satisfy the Arl. Ooh, let's do that. Inquisitor, I am pleased that we were able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe Arling. May Andraste watch over you. Tegan Garen. Oh, and we got an invitation from him again? Ambassador, I apologize for any unpleasantness that may have arisen from the last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long. Even before the destruction of the Conclave, it has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. But that is the past. Today, I write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Banner of Callan is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Elara lost her life attending the conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whoever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Callan, with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Sincerely, Arltegan Garen. Ooh. This is our chance to get some land. We can't truly run a Banorn, but a well-chosen envoy could win us Ferelden allies. We could send a champion. It may not be wise to win, however. Ferelden's hold grudges. Ooh. They're both right. Let's go with Josephine. Ambassador, I cannot thank you enough for inviting me to act as the Inquisition champion at the Grand Melee. You'll be glad to hear I did not disgrace you. I placed a respectable 10th. Although I did not manage to win us either title or lands, I did secure several trade agreements with the Banorn for the Inquisition. I thought that might please you more than a dank castle. Yours, Sir Danar. Hey, you know what? Mission accomplished. Okay. I think now we have to go back to the Exalted Plains and finish up. You know what we're going to do first? I think we need to go see if we can make better armor for all of our peeps. I think we're at that point. And then when we do that, we can go back to the Exalted Plains. Oh, icy. This may be a very, very, very small spoiler for you. Because there is a person down here that I don't know if you've come across in your playthrough yet. I went to bed before you finished up last night, so I don't know if you have gotten here yet. So, fair warning, possible spoiler for you. Okay, I'm going.
This is where a smith should be.
Alright, armor. Hold on, what do we have on? We have on 211 with Sigil of the Great Bear. I hate that jacket so much. Ooh, we can do Dalish Scout armor. We can do this. I don't think I have any tier... I don't think I have any tier 3 leather, though. I do. I do. Alright, let's do that. What do I need? Dex? What does this give us? 7 dex? We just do all Snowflare skin? 14 dex? Health, stagger. Probably go for a melee defense. What's the highest melee defense? Do I have a tier 3 stone? Tier 3 metal? No, I don't. So it's 6, 6, 6, 4. So would melee defense... Is melee defense better than Sunder on hit? Or stagger on hit, I mean. 6% chance stagger on being hit. That might be better for us specifically. Let's go with that. Then Mind Blast, Poison, Fear, Heal, Guard, Chain Lightning. We might want that. 5 extra damage for each enemy within 8 meters. That could be good for us too. Shield Bash. Let's do this one. And we will call this... we'll just call it Super Dex. Okay. Can we make a better helmet now? I think so. That's medium. I think I can wear this. 25, 30. 33. Ooh, that uses all of that though. Well, I mean, we'll get more. Heal. Guess we take the heal bonus? Or we can't. We can take that. That'll be fine. Healing hat. Okay. Armor. Super Dex. Take that. And we'll put the healing hat on. Okay. Now we need to modify it. We need to take the stuff off our old... This one. Remove, remove, remove. Ooh. Okay, we can put stuff in here. I was thinking for a second that we couldn't because we used a masterwork. Where is Sigil of the Great Bear? You bet your sweet bippy. Okay, and now we need to go dye it. Nope, I'm at the wrong place. There we go. So we're gonna use iron, think, or obsidian. No, I like the iron. It's a nice clean. Ooh, we could use that too, but I don't want to use it. I'd rather use tier 1 stuff if I can. So we'll use iron. It's a nice clean, bright metal. This one doesn't do anything. Okay, this one does. This is a really nice red color. I don't know if we should keep the red or go with something else. Rough hide is nice. The green is nice. That green is also nice. Bear hide is black-ish. I mean, we are the Inquisition, and our colors are green. So that green, or that green. Are they the same? They're pretty close. Or we could do white. Super white. I don't know. I really like that red, but we don't have a lot of it. We do have a lot of that. And that's not a bad brown. I'm so indecisive. We could do blue, like a whole lot of blue. Let's do that there. I guess we'll go with, yeah, we'll do this. We'll just make it a dark suit of armor. Okay. Wait, so that means Varric should be able to wear our old armor. Right? That looks terrible on him, though. Wait, hold on. Am I not wearing our new armor? Yeah, I am. How did I take the upgrades off of this armor, put them on my new armor, but they're still on the old armor? What? Hold on. We gotta fix this. Dex and ranged, heal and sunder. Okay. And then this one will get the other ones. Okay. Alright, so now Varric can wear our old one. Is this one. What's that look like on him? It looks a little weird. That's okay. Oh my god. That looks absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Cassandra, do you need something better? You're at 141. Legion of the Dead armor? Refined Battlemaster? Ooh, the mail looks good. I like that. That's defense, defense, defense. Defense, utility, defense. Is there any with you all three utility? I don't think so. Ooh, that one's not bad. I do like that one. It's all defense though. That's all leather. Metal leather cloth. Maybe this one? Legion of the Dead armor? Oh, it's dwarf trained only. Okay. let's go with this one. Do I have any tier 3 metals? I don't think so. No. 215, 250. Do that. Help. I think 60 max health is what we'll get out of it. That's the most we can have. Oh no, this one, 78 max health. I think we want strength. Ooh, con and strength. Okay, okay. Alright, let's do the constitution and strength. And then probably just the heal bonus. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we can give her fear. No, no. Gain 3 guard. Yeah, we'll take that. Vigorous, strong. We'll name this three guard. Okay. That's 250. Oh yeah, this is going to be a huge upgrade. Remove that. Remove that. And we'll put them on here. We could probably make better upgrades, but I don't know that we need to. What do we want to give her for a sigil? Maybe that. Ooh, heal on kill. Half max health. Where was that? Heal on kill. Minus 50% max health. Let's see what that does for her. I think she needs a new helmet too. There we go. She has agile cap equipped? Why? Aren't I supposed to have that on? Oh, I have healing hat. It's 199. Didn't we get, maybe it was a sword we got. Yeah, it was. Avenger. That's the sword we got as a war table reward. Ooh. Is that better than what we have? No, it is not. Not even close. Okay. Alright, Cassandra needs a new helmet. Do assassin hat? No. Dread? Do this one. Alright, 30 is the best we're gonna get. Do that. And it's 12 strength, the best we can do, I think. For now. I think so. We'll go with that. Strong helmet. Okay. Much better. Agile cap is 15 dex. Can Varric use that? Can I use that? So that's 24 plus 15 dex. I'm at 33 with plus 24%. I want this. Maybe give Varric this. Yep. We give Varric that. Does Bull need one of these? Yeah. You can wear that. Okay. Range defense. Okay. Oh, there's so many decisions. So Varric's good, Cassandra's good. I'm good. I think we just have Solus left. Solus, my buddy. You have those. Actually, I think you're good, because we just made armor for you. Yeah, you have that. You're good. You are fine. And you're looking pretty snazzy. Okay, I think we're good. I just want to take a look and see if we can make anything better for Cassandra. It's one of these. I don't know if we have enough to make one of these. Not really. 234. Oh, 261. There we go. Plus 20 attack. 30 attack. .30 attack. Crit chance. And crit chance is what we really need. Crit damage. We don't have what we need for it. Okay. We're fine. We're fine there. Alright, do we have any special shipments? We do not. Alright. Let's make sure that everyone is looking good. So what does this change? Oh, that changes that.